We are your official Wildcat and Wildcat station, KSSC 1238 in Sulphur Springs, Texas. Time for Wildcat basketball. Let's go to the gym in Texarkana for tonight's game, followed by KSSC Radio's sports director, Don Julie. Don?
James, thank you very much. We are in the Texas High gym here in Texarkana for the second game of our doubleheader. In case you just tuned in, the Lady Cats lost a heartbreaker tonight, 43-42. Last shot just would not fall tonight. And now we have the Wildcats and the Tigers of Texas High, longtime rivals. Texas High coached by Jacob Skinner, 11-11 for the season. They are 1-1 in district play. And the Wildcats, number 9 ranked in 5A, also 1-1 in district play with their loss to Greenville and then their win against Mount Pleasant at home on Tuesday. So this is a big game. A team would like to move out to 2-1 and rather than slip into that 1-2 spot. So a big district game for these two teams. The Wildcat season record is 19-7, a chance to win number 20 tonight. That would be an okay thing to happen tonight, but it wouldn't, it's figure that the Wildcats have a much more fish to fry than just a 20-win season. But they could do that on this night, which would be still accomplishing that in January, which would be something. And so we get ready for a good one here. Both these teams played Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant really beat Texas High when they struggled to score late in the game. I think they had 6 points late was all they had, and Mount Pleasant really routed them. And then Texas High also picked up a win. So I believe that was against Lindale. So they are 1-1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's check in with a PA announcer.
Matchup tonight between the Sulphur Springs Wildcats and your Texas High Tigers. Starting for Sulphur Springs Wildcats, number 0, Sedadrian Hall. Number 2, 6'2" junior, Lamadrick Johnson. Number 3 is 6'1" junior, Booker Wilkerson. Number 4 is 6'7" junior, Cameron Kahn. And number 33, a 5'10" senior, Grayson McClure. Sulphur Springs Wildcats, coached by Clark Cipolletta, Sean Colton, and Joe Garcia. And get on your feet for your Texas High Tigers! Number 1, a 5'10" junior, Benny Buckets DeVries. Number 3, a 5'11" junior guard, Matty Ice Arnold. And his brother, number 5, 6' junior, Caleb Sino Arnold. Wearing number 22 on his back, a 5'11" junior, Zane Cornbread Dodson. And the man in the middle, wearing 35, a 6'8" senior, Cedric Sweet J. Kennedy. The Tigers are coached by Jacob Skinner, Keith Jones, and Kyle Dickerson. Tonight's game is officiated by Mark Walker, Eric Rufus, and Danny Bronner.
So starting lineups again for Texas High: Ben DePriest, Matt Arnold, Caleb Arnold, Zane Dodson, and Cedric C.J. Kelly. For the Wildcats, Sedadrian Day Hall, Boo Wilkerson, Cameron Kahn, Grayson McClure, and also Lamadrick Johnson. Those are your starting lineups. Sounded like a number change. I thought he said Dodson was wearing 24, but he's clearly wearing 22. That was what I got from their fine play-by-play announcer here, and a most helpful guy, right in the spirit of a fellow that we both knew that worked many years in Texarkana, Big Al Hanna. If you drive by their football stadium, you'll see his name on the press box. Big Al. Here's a jump ball now. So Adrian Hall in there with C.J. Kelly and controlled by the Wildcats. And here come the Wildcats. First offensive possession in the first quarter. Day Hall with the ball. Well, get it over to Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson looking inside. Boo Wilkerson outside. Penetrates in. Gets it to Day Hall. He'll shoot the long three. It is going to be off. No good. Scrap for the rebound. Last touch by the Wildcats. It'll go to Texas High. Throwing in will be Caleb Arnold. And he gets it to Matt Arnold. So Arnold's in the backcourt. Ball comes over to C.J. Kelly. Kelly drives in. Here's a short jumper. It's off. No good. And a foul on Day right quick.
Foul on Hall. It's first personal, team 1.
First foul on Day Hall. It was away from the ball, so I did not see it. I was watching Kelly shoot the jumper. And now throwing the ball in will be Zane Dodson. Gets it into Matt Arnold. Right side it goes, C.J. Kelly. Player drives in, puts up the shot. A floater is good. Put in there by Ben DePriest. And Texas High with a 2-0 lead. 7:10 left here in the first quarter. Lamadrick Johnson outside Cameron Kahn. Over to Lamadrick. Lamadrick into the lane. He slipped and fell, and he's going to be called for a traveling violation. And so back to Texas High. The Arnolds bring it across the midline. Ball in the hands of Matt Arnold. Left side to Caleb Arnold. Around to Dodson. Dodson drives in on Wilkerson. The ball pried loose, stolen. Cameron Kahn. The Wildcats run. Kahn down the court, slashes to the bucket. He hit the basket. Cameron Kahn ties the score at 2, and here comes Texas High in a big hurry. Matt Arnold. He sends it over to Caleb Arnold outside C.J. Kelly. Kelly driving in the lane, put up the shot and hit it. Cedric C.J. Kelly. Texas High leads 4-2. 6:18 left here in the first quarter. Lamadrick outside for the Wildcats. Oh, took an extra step in there. A little bit of indecision on the pass on where he was going to go with that, and the official caught him for a traveling violation. And the ball into Matt Arnold. Here comes Texas High in a hurry. They get it over to DePriest, and he traveled with the ball. So back to the Wildcats. Texas High 4 and the Wildcats 2. Boy, we're going to get points and fouls on the scoreboard tonight. I'm almost giddy. Tell that to Coach Owens. That's one of his expressions. Here's Cameron Kahn, low to Day Hall, and he laid it up and in. Boy, he had a great mismatch on Matt Arnold. Wildcats tied with Texas High 4-4. Arnold to C.J. Kelly, long three, off the iron, no good. Rebound down on the floor, picked up Lamadrick. And he gets it over to Cameron Kahn, back to Johnson. LJ across the midline for the Wildcats. 4-4 tie. Cameron Kahn, lob to Day Hall. Again on that mismatch. Very small player on him. Turnaround shot off, no good. Rebound, C.J. Kelly. Pass comes out to DePriest, and we had a foul in the backcourt.
Foul on number 4, Kahn.
Cameron Kahn picked up the foul in the backcourt. And it's 4-4. 5:24 left here in the first quarter. Ball in the hands of Matt Arnold. He's double teamed across the midline and tied up by Lamadrick Johnson. Possession arrow to Texas High. So the Wildcats jumping into that half-court trap. And Dodson triggers in to Matt Arnold. Arnold across the midline. They're ready to jump on him again. Here's a Dodson with a jumper. It's in there. Tried to come out, but Zane Dodson hit it. Texas High up 6-4 with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Lamadrick Johnson down the court. Boo Wilkerson outside to Lamadrick. Got the ball over to Day Hall. Ball in the hands of Lamadrick Johnson. Boo Wilkerson for the three. It is off, no good. Rebound, lost out of bounds by the Wildcats. Cameron Kahn almost had that one, just couldn't quite control it. Texas High up 6-4 with 4:37 left in the first quarter. Matt Arnold across the midline. Bounce pass C.J. Kelly. They get it down to Dodson. He puts up the shot and hit it. Dodson kind of ahead of that press. The Wildcats defense got back, but he still hit the shot. Texas High leads 8-4 with 4:20 left here in the first quarter. Lamadrick Johnson handing off to Grayson McClure. The three is good by Grayson McClure. Trims the lead to 8-7, 4:07 left here in the first quarter. Matt Arnold to Caleb Arnold. He'll shoot the three. Oh, an air ball, and comes down to Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson across the midline. Johnson steaming all the way in. Shot is no good. A fight for the rebound, and comes out from Texas High. They get it to Dodson. He lost control of the ball. Now he went and got it and gives to Matt Arnold. C.J. Kelly. Outside to DePriest. Shot in the lane. Good. Texas High hitting their shots. DePriest has 4, and Texas High leads 10-7. 3:32 left here in the first quarter. Johnson across the midline over to Day Hall. Day Hall over to Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson. Cameron Kahn right side to Boo Wilkerson. Boo toward the basket. Out to Kahn. He'll shoot the three. It's off the iron. No good. Day Hall with a rebound. Back outside to McClure. And Lamadrick Johnson into the lane, but lost the ball on the floor. C.J. Kelly picks it up. Here comes Texas High. Matt Arnold steaming in. He hit the bucket. It's going to count, and a foul on the Wildcats. Matt Arnold with his first basket.
Foul on number 2, Johnson, his first personal, team third.
Lamadrick Johnson the foul. Team's third. Texas High has no fouls so far in the game. And we have a timeout on the court. Texas High 12, the Wildcats 7. Let's take the break with them here, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, we're tied at 16 after the first quarter. First quarter scoring for Texas High at 4 points for Zane Dodson, 2 points C.J. Kelly, 3 points Montarius Johnson, 1 for Caleb Arnold, 2 for Matt Arnold, and 4 for Ben DePriest. For the Wildcats, 6 points Boo Wilkerson and Grayson McClure, and 2 points for Cameron Kahn and Day Hall. 16-16. Grayson McClure to trigger in for the Wildcats. He gets it in to Justin Brock. Brock, top of the key. Right side it goes. Boo Wilkerson's going to shoot another. He hit another. Boo Wilkerson in fuego. 3 threes for Boo. He's got 9 points. The Wildcats up 19-16. Driving layup, no good by Texas High. Swept away by Cameron Kahn to Justin Brock. Oh, his pass back to Cameron Kahn. Kahn was on the move, and the pass went behind him. So a turnover on the Wildcats. Wildcats 19, Texas High 16, 7:35 left in the second quarter. Ball comes in to Matt Arnold, Caleb Arnold, and now to DePriest. Back to Caleb. Matt's got the ball. Matt Arnold puts on some moves, stops in the lane, kicks it over. C.J. Kelly, the three. Good by C.J. Kelly. Kelly has 5 points, and we're tied at 19 with 7:08 to play here in the second quarter. Brock to Day Hall. Hall, top of the key, left side it goes, Justin Brock. Brock driving into the baseline, stops. Oh, out to Grayson McClure, went off his hands, and by the time he retrieved it, it went out of bounds. So a turnover on the Wildcats, and it will go back to Texas High. Now the ball in the hands of Matt Arnold. He heads across the midline. Justin Brock is watching him closely. Ball comes over to Dodson. Caleb Arnold. DePriest. This is Matt Arnold. Here's Caleb Arnold with a three. It is off, no good. A rebound by C.J. Kelly. His follow shot, no good. Another offensive rebound by C.J. Kelly. This one missed. And a foul on the Wildcats.
Foul on number 22, Brock.
Justin Brock picked up the foul, his first.
Caleb Martin.
5 fouls for the Wildcats, 1 for Texas High in the early going here. Free throws. Shot is put up and missed. No good by Caleb Arnold. He has 1 point in the ball game. So he is 1 out of 3. Caleb Arnold misses both of them, and the rebound to Cameron Kahn. We're tied at 19, 6:23 to left here in the second quarter. Justin Brock across the midline. Free throw line extended just a little bit. Cameron Kahn back outside to Brock. Brock on the dribble. Ball cried away, knocked out of bounds by Texas High. They're claiming that the Wildcats lost it. The officials not inclined to agree. A few boos from the Texas High fans. The ball comes into Justin Brock. Brock bounces down low, stolen now by Texas High. Here they come. And the ball to C.J. Kelly. Driving layup is good. Kelly has 7 points. And Texas High leads the Wildcats 21-19. 5:51 left here in the second quarter. Justin Brock across the midline. Left side, Boo Wilkerson down low to Day Hall. Again, he's got a tremendous mismatch. Day kicks it out to Grayson McClure. He shoots the 3. Off, no good. Good rebound, Boo Wilkerson. Follow shot, no good. Boo got his own rebound. He'll shoot from the free throw line. It's good by Boo Wilkerson. 11 points for Boo, and we're tied at 21. 5:23 left here in the second quarter. Matt Arnold with the ball outside the arc, working against Justin Brock. Gets it over C.J. Kelly. Matt Arnold, here's a shot by Dodson. Off, no good. Day Hall with a rebound. 5:05 left in the second quarter. We're tied 21-21. Day around the screen. Boo Wilkerson, another 3. He got it again. Oh, my, Boo. He's got 4 threes. 14 points in the game. And the Wildcats lead 24-21. 4:48 left here in the second quarter. Here's a shot put up by Dodson, and it's good. Zane Dodson has 6. He's had 3 baskets, first in this quarter. Wildcats leading 24-23 with 4:32 left here in the second quarter. Justin Brock, right side, Boo Wilkerson. Don't get too close, he'll burn you. Here's Day Hall with a 3. That's off, no good. Rebound to Matt Arnold. He runs for Texas High. He passes off to Dodson, a 3. That misses, no good. Day sweeps the boards. Quickly down to McClure. McClure drives in, had it pried loose from behind, but they call a foul on Texas High for Matt Arnold. That's his first. Only team foul number 2 for Texas High. Non-shooting foul. The ball comes into Day Hall. Wildcats leading 24-23. 4:05. Here's McClure for the 3. It's off, no good. Rebound, Texas High. And they'll bring the ball down to Caleb Arnold. He backs out of there. Gets it over C.J. Kelly. And also in there for Texas High is Johnson. Dodson. Here's Caleb Arnold. He got the 3. Arnold has 4, and Texas High is back to a 26-24 lead with 3:35 left here in the second quarter. Day Hall with the ball. Gets it over to Justin Brock. Brock down to Day Hall. Hall working toward the basket. He puts it up and hit it. Day. Now he had a much taller player guarding him that time. Day with 4 points. We're tied at 26. 3:14 left here in the second quarter. Ball over to C.J. Kelly. Kelly moving in against Day. Now lost the ball. And out of bounds off Texas High. It'll go back to the Wildcats. We're tied at 26. 3:06 left here in the second quarter. Ball in the hands of Justin Brock. Brock across the midline. Now drives down low to Day Hall. And he moves toward the basket, lets everybody go by and laid up the reverse layup. Day with 6. The Wildcats leading 28-26. 2:43 left, second quarter. Here's a long shot for Texas High. It's an air ball, but rebound for the Tigers. And they get it back out to Zane Dodson. Dodson over in the corner now. Down low it goes, and a kicked ball, I believe.
Foul on number 3, Wilkerson, his first personal team foul, number 6.
Boo Wilkerson picked up a foul.
Checking in for the tackle.
I did not see that. First foul on Boo. Dodson will throw in. Wildcats up by 2. Dodson triggers it in. Got it into Matt Arnold. Outside. JT Turner comes back outside to a new player out there now, Jacoby Johnson. Johnson moving in on Brock, and an offensive foul called on Johnson. Jacoby Johnson for Texas High. 2:11 left here in the second quarter. The Wildcats up 28-26. This has been a close ball game throughout. Justin Brock across the midline, goes around the screen. Got it over Grayson McClure. Down low to Cameron Kahn. Oh, he spun by the defense but missed the layup. And C.J. Kelly gets the rebound for Texas High. Big 6'8". Here's Matt Arnold down. Left side it goes. Now it goes back outside to Matt Arnold. He's driving in on Grayson McClure. Got it outside. Here's a 3 on the way. Off, no good, but a big rebound, and Texas High got it back. Kelly left wide open for a 3, and he hit it. They dared him to hit that one, and he did. And Texas High shoots their way back into the lead, 29-28. 1:24 left here in the second quarter. Cameron Kahn outside. Left side it goes to Brock. Boo Wilkerson, the long 3. That's off, no good. Comes out to Grayson McClure. He lines up the 3. Off, no good. And the rebound for Texas High, and here they come. Down the court with the ball. This is Johnson for Texas High, Jacoby Johnson. It ends up C.J. Kelly left open for another 3. He missed this one. Ball was tipped by Texas High, but Brock got the rebound. He gets it over to Boo Wilkerson. Texas High up 29-28. 44 seconds left here in the second quarter. Day-Day Hall, he'll shoot the long 3. He got it. Oh, Day-Day, a long 3. He's had a good quarter with 7, has 9 in the game, and the Wildcats are up 31-29. Matt Arnold backing out of there, and now going to slow things down with 24 seconds, so it looks like Texas High will try for the last shot here. And he gets it to Dodson. C.J. Kelly. Now Matt Arnold. Arnold penetrating in, put up the shot, missed it, no good. Rebound, Grayson McClure. Still 7 seconds left. Boo Wilkerson. Boo toward the basket. Got it over Brock for 3. He got it, a 3 for Justin Brock right at the horn. So Justin Brock with a big 3 there for the Wildcats. And they lead 34-29 at the half, thanks in large part by that big 3 there, as the Wildcats really have hit the 3 ball tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 threes already in the first half. The Wildcats 34, they had 18 second quarter points. And Texas High 29, they had 13 second half points. So the Wildcats are up by 5, 34-29 through halftime. Of course, a lot of people are taking the halftime break, but they better hurry right back, because there's the end of the halftime clock. So the team's returning to the court now. DePriest comes out along with Matt Arnold, Caleb Arnold, C.J. Kelly, and Zane Dodson for the Wildcats. Lamadrick Johnson is back. Cameron Kahn, Day-Day Hall, Boo Wilkerson, and there's Grayson McClure. Came out a little bit late there, and he's back out there now. Here comes Texas High with the ball to start the third quarter with Matt Arnold. Caleb Arnold over to DePriest, drives in. His floater is good. Nice play by Ben DePriest, has 6 points. Wildcats leading 34-31 as we play here in the third quarter. Lamadrick Johnson outside. Bounce down to Boo Wilkerson. Hands off Cameron Kahn. Over to Grayson McClure. He'll shoot the open 3. Good by Grayson McClure. Did a good fake to get his defender to fly by. 9 points, Grayson McClure. The Wildcats leading 37-31. 7:24 left in the third quarter. Here's C.J. Kelly, missed the shot. Collision, an offensive foul on Cedric C.J. Kelly. So back to the Wildcats. They lead by 6, 37-31, with 7:19 left here in the third quarter. Lamadrick Johnson across the midline for the Wildcats. Lamadrick dribbling that ball from hand to hand. Penetrates in. Looking now, put up a shot and hit it. Lamadrick Johnson, nice move. Kind of reminds us of the other night. That's his first basket after scoring 26 against Mount Pleasant. Wildcats up 39-31. 6:54 left here in the third quarter. This is Matt Arnold. Arnold to the free throw line, stops. Being guarded by the long-armed Lamadrick Johnson, though. Now the ball in the hands of Ben DePriest. Over to Caleb Arnold. He drives in against Cameron Kahn. Outside, long shot. C.J. Kelly missed that one, but Texas High with a rebound by Dodson. And Dodson outside. Penetrates in the lane. Over to Matt Arnold. Arnold drives in. Here's C.J. Kelly with a shot. Swish. C.J. Kelly with 12 points. Wildcats leading 39-33, just over 6 to play here in the third quarter. Cameron Kahn, right side, Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson bouncing the ball, now backing out. Gives it over Day Hall. Hall on the dribble. He's being guarded again by Matt Arnold. Boo Wilkerson left open for a three. He missed that one. Lamadrick Johnson got the rebound. He drives in, puts up the shot. He missed it. Fight for the rebound. Day Hall got it. Out to Grayson McClure. McClure will shoot the three. He nailed it. Grayson McClure doing a good job of relocating and letting the defensive traffic fly by, and then hit the three. The Wildcats up by 9, 42-33. 5:29 left in the third quarter. Here's a pass intercepted by Day Hall. Hall stepped right in the passing lane, did a good job of anticipation. Day over to Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson trying to penetrate. Drives in there, lost control of the ball. Texas High comes up with it. Matt Arnold driving down. His shot was blocked. Boy, he was trying to figure out a strategic way to get it over to Cameron Kahn, who's much taller. And Kahn just said, get that stuff out of here, and just knocked it out of bounds. It'll go back to Texas High, and triggering in now will be Montarius Johnson. Johnson, toward Kelly and knocked loose by the Wildcats. I think Day pried it loose. Here's Hall coming down the court. Hall slashes in, missed the layup. Texas High comes back the other way. This is Caleb Arnold. Arnold against McClure. Here's a three, good by Texas High. A beauty there by Matt Arnold. And he's got 5 points. Wildcats lead is down to 6 at 42-36 with 4:34 left here in the third quarter. Ball over to Lamadrick Johnson to McClure. He'll shoot the three. That's off, no good. Good rebound, Day Hall. Hall to McClure. He'll shoot another. He'll miss another. And the rebound, Texas High, in the hands of Matt Arnold. And here they come trailing by 6. 4:16 left, third quarter. A long three, off, no good. Day with a rebound. And Day will bring it across the midline. Gives it over Lamadrick Johnson, steaming toward the basket. He puts up the shot, missed it. Day fighting for the rebound, got a jump ball. A possession arrow to the Wildcats. As Cameron Kahn, the ball had gotten knocked to the other end, so Cameron Kahn retrieved. And Lamadrick Johnson to trigger in. 4:01 left here in the third quarter. Ball into Boo Wilkerson. Down low, Day Hall. Hall spinning. And called traveling against Day Hall. Back to Texas High on the turnover. 3:57 left here in the third quarter. And the Wildcats up by 6, 42-36. Caleb Arnold across the midline. Looked like a slight limp there. Ball to Dodson. Right side it goes. Johnson back outside. Caleb Arnold. Arnold slashes in against Lamadrick Johnson. He hit the shot and I think he drew the foul on Lamadric. Lamadric was still holding his hand straight up, but I don't think the official was buying that. Third foul on Lamadric Johnson. He had a lot of foul trouble in the first half, had to do a lot of sitting. The basket was good by Caleb Arnold, who has 6 points, and he can trim the lead to 3 points since Texas High was down by 9. Here's a free throw is good by Caleb Arnold. He's got 7 in the game. And the Wildcats leading 42-39, 3-point lead with 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Cameron Kahn. Left side, Justin Brock is back in for Lamadric Johnson. Back to Cameron Kahn. Over to Grayson McClure. McClure drives toward the basket. He laid it up. He missed the shot. He punched the ball back out, and then it bounced off people, and he got it back. Day Hall will shoot the three. He got it. J-Day with another long three. Day with 2 threes in the game. He's got 12. The Wildcats leading now. 45-39. Here's a Texas High shot. Misses. A follow shot by C.J. Kelly is good on the rebound. Kelly with 14. He's been very active tonight for Texas High. Wildcats by 4, 45-41 with 2:44 left here in the third quarter. Brock gets the ball to Day Hall. Hall going to shoot another three. He missed that one. And a good skying rebound by Texas High. Here comes Zane Dodson back in a hurry. C.J. Kelly left open for the three. He missed it, but Texas High got the rebound. Dodson the long shot off, no good, and Boo Wilkerson gathers in the rebound. Gives it to Justin Brock across the midline. Wildcats up 45-41, 2:15 left here in the third quarter. Day Hall over to Brock. Brock driving the free throw line. Cameron Kahn will shoot the three. That one is off, no good. And C.J. Kelly with a rebound. Here come the Tigers down by 4. Less than 2 to play in the third quarter. Kelly over in the right corner goes to a new fellow that's in there. Went down to Johnson, and here's slashing to the basket, lays it up and hit the shot was Caleb Arnold, who's kind of come alive here with 5 points in the third quarter. Timeout taken on the court as Texas High is back to within 2. Wildcats 45, Texas High 43 with 1:43 left here in the third quarter. Let's take the break and we'll be back in a moment. Wildcats lead trimmed down to 2 now at 45-43. Had a hard time making those 3 balls fall here in the third quarter. Well, I say that they've had 3, but not lately though, and that's they haven't added to those 3. They've got 11 in the game, but a couple did not fall, and Texas High has been chipping away, and they're down just by 2 points now at 45-43. Wildcats ball with 1:43 left here in the third quarter. See who owns the last 1:43 here. Justin Brock across the midline for the Wildcats. Gets the ball to Justin Hare, who's in the game. Hands off Boo Wilkerson. Boo heads toward the baseline. Over to Justin Brock. Throws it out to Grayson McClure. McClure outside. Now he's backing off a little bit. Over to Justin Brock. To Justin Hare. Got it over to Justin Brock, and Justin Hare looked like he was going to shoot and then changed his mind, and they must have said his foot came off the ground. They're saying you can't do that. I'm not sure what he did. Didn't look like his pivot feet changed, but anyway, turnover on the Wildcats, and Texas High down by 2 has the ball. So I disagree with the pep squad over there. Here's Matt Arnold driving in and dishes out a kind of a wild pass, and the Wildcats intercept. Ball in the hand of Grayson McClure. McClure across the midline. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. The Wildcats up by 2. Day Hall has the ball outside. Hands off Justin Brock. Goes to Grayson McClure. We're down to 39 seconds. Justin Hare, top of the key. Right side, Boo Wilkerson. Outside, Grayson McClure. Day Hall. Hall started to slash and then gives off to Justin Brock. Over to Grayson McClure. Tightly guarded. Just 23 seconds left in the third quarter for the Wildcats. And Day Hall signaling a play. And they're going to burn what's left of the time off here and try to take a last shot. They have 9 seconds left. Justin Brock over to Grayson McClure. McClure heads to the bucket. And they say he stepped out of bounds before he passed. So it'll go back to Texas High with 3.2 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. And Caleb Arnold will be throwing in. Wonder who's the quarterback of their football team. He rolls it into Dodson. Dodson will, he muffed picking it up. He shoots from midcourt, and it was off. It was off to the left. And so the Wildcats hang on to their lead. The Wildcats 45 and Texas High 43 after 3 quarters. And we'll take the break here. We'll come back with the start of what we expect to be an exciting fourth quarter right after this break. And recapping that third quarter, the Wildcats had 11 points. Texas High had 14. Wildcats had led by 5, so their 5-point lead is down to 2 now, but they still do have that lead. And Texas High will own the ball as we start the fourth quarter. Wildcats 45, Texas High 43. Caleb Arnold into Matt Arnold. And here come the Tigers. Hold that Tiger. Ball around the arc into the corner, C.J. Kelly. Back to DePriest and then to Caleb Arnold, who had a good third quarter. Drives in, the ball lost on the floor and then lost out of bounds by Texas High. And it'll go to the Wildcats on the turnover. Wildcats lead 45-43, 7:39 and counting here in the third quarter. Across the midline, LaModrick Johnson gives to Cameron Kahn. Right side it comes to LaModrick Johnson back in there and outside to Day Hall. Here's Boo Wilkerson. His pass tipped, but Cameron Kahn got it, drove in and hit the layup. Boy, a driving layup by Cameron Kahn. He's got 4. Wildcats leading 47-43. 7:12 left third quarter. Here's a scoop and in the bucket. Laid in there by J.T. Turner. His first basket. And it's back to a 2-point lead for the Wildcats, 47-45. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ball over to LaModrick Johnson. Johnson into the lane, over to Day Hall. Hall gets it over to LaModrick. He comes in, a floater. It's good. LaModrick Johnson. He's got 4. Wildcats up by 4. Texas High out to C.J. Kelly. Get it over to DePriest. Back to Kelly. Long 3. That's off the iron. No good, but a Texas High rebound. He got it back to C.J. Kelly, who missed, but his follow shot is good, and they're going to call the foul on the follow shot. So that cuts the lead to 2, and Kelly.
Bucket's good by C.J. Kelly going to the line for 1 shot.
So C.J. Kelly with a chance to trim the lead just to 1 here. He's got 16 points in the game, and it's no good. And over the back on Day there, but knocked out of bounds by Texas High. Wildcats ball, still a 2-point lead at 49-47 with 6:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Tight ball game tonight. Ball over to Boo Wilkerson. Boo down low to Day Hall. Hall had it pried loose, knocked out of bounds. It'll be back to the Wildcats. And the Wildcats throwing the ball in. They get it into Boo Wilkerson. He hits it off the glass, and it's good by Boo Wilkerson. 16 points for Boo, and that gives the Wildcats the 4-point lead, 51-47. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Dodson with the ball for Texas High into the lane. Here's a long 3 by Texas High. Off, no good. Tip to the outside. And Cameron Kahn ended up with a ball, but he lost it to Texas High. And here they come. And they'll shoot Dodson the 3. Off, no good. A rebound, C.J. Kelly. Gets it back to DePriest. And we have an offensive foul on DePriest after he passed the ball. Collided with Cameron Kahn, so an offensive foul on Ben DePriest. So the Wildcats ball, they're up by 4 now, 51-47 with 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. Lamodrick Johnson across the midline for the Wildcats. Over to Grayson McClure, left side. C.J. Kelly watching him. Grayson, top of the key, Cameron Kahn. He gives it over to Lamodrick Johnson. LJ running the offense. Top of the key. Gets it over to Day-Day Hall, to Grayson McClure. Back to Day-Day. Day-Day heads toward the bucket, spins and laid it in nicely against C.J. Kelly. Hall has 14 points. The Wildcats up by 6 now, 53-47. Just less than 5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Ball in the hands, C.J. Kelly. He'll shoot the long three, partially blocked by the Wildcats. They throw it down to Day-Day Hall. It was a short pass and intercepted by Texas High. DePriest heads down, puts up the shot and hit it. Swished it home. 8 points for Ben DePriest, 5'10" junior. That cuts the lead to 4 at 53-49. Down to Day-Day Hall. Day-Day spins. Got it out to Cameron Kahn. He slashes in. And let's see how that goes. It's going to be a foul on Texas High. The foul was on Montarius Johnson. That's his first. And Cameron Kahn shooting free throws. See if Kahn's had any free throws. He has not. Ended up with 2 baskets. That's his first free throws now. Trying to pad a 4-point lead and missed the first one. We'll get the second shot. Boy, Caleb Arnold just, maybe that's his normal gait, but he runs like he's a little bit lame. Got a slight ankle tweak or something. Here's Kahn's free throw. Got that one. Cameron with 5 points. The Wildcats leading 54-49. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. Wildcats by 5. Matt Arnold. Here's a three by Texas High. It's in and out, no good. And Day-Day Hall had it, but Texas High got it back to C.J. Kelly, and he stuffed the ball. Day-Day was trying to rein the ball in, and Texas High got the stuff. They're back to within 3, 54-51 with under 4 to play in the ball game. Lamodrick Johnson drives in against DePriest. Put it off the glass, missed it, tipped, no good. Rebound Texas High. Long pass down to DePriest. And the ball goes down to Dodson. And Dodson sent it all the way to the outside. I think Coach Skinner maybe called a timeout. Timeout taken on the court. 3:41 left here in the fourth quarter. It's the Wildcats of Sulphur Springs 54 and Texas High 51. We'll take the break with them. Back in a moment. Still a close ball game here with 3:41 left in the fourth quarter, and the Wildcats of Sulphur Springs up by only 3 now against Texas High, 54-51, and the Tigers have the ball. Zane Dodson will throw in for Texas High. And looking for somebody under the basket, still can't find that. Throws it way outside. Cameron Kahn knocked it into the backcourt, pursued the ball, but Texas High came up with it. And now here's Matt Arnold from the free throw line. Gets it over to Montarius Johnson. And DePriest drives in and hit the shot off the glass. Nice driving layup, DePriest. He's got 10 points. And the Wildcats lead again is 1 point. 54-53, 3:16 left here in the fourth quarter. All in the hands of Day-Day Hall. Day-Day, his pass, almost stolen by Dodson, who jumped in front of Lamodrick Johnson, but Dodson ended up knocking it out of bounds. 3:08 left here in the fourth quarter as Justin Hare checks in for Cameron Kahn. And Lamodrick Johnson to throw in for the Wildcats. Will throw in to Justin Hare. Gives it back to Lamodrick. 3:05 left in the fourth quarter. Wildcats by 1. Johnson slashing in and whistles blowing. And a turnover on the Wildcats. It'll go back to Texas High.
Checking in number 22 for the Wildcats, Brock.
And Texas High with the ball with a chance to move ahead here in the last less than 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Matt Arnold. Arnold into the lane. Dishes off, and C.J. Kelly dunk. Boy, was there a missed defensive assignment. Kelly has 20 points. Timeout taken on the court. Texas High takes the lead with 2:47 left in the fourth quarter. Texas High Tigers 55, the Wildcats 54. And we'll take a break here, and we'll be back in a moment. So Texas High lead. It's been a while since they've been out in front. Maybe 29-28, about the last time I can remember. It's 55-54. Texas High leads with 2:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Ball comes into Justin Brock, and he will dribble it across the midline as the Wildcats with the ball now down and with the ball. Cameron Kahn down low to Day Hall, and he laid it in. Boy, had a great mismatch. Day was 16. The Wildcats leading 56-55. They have 2:28 left in the fourth quarter. Dodson driving in. Pass tip, but Texas High maintains control. DePriest has it. He heads in. Now over to Matt Arnold. He drives to the free throw line, backs out, throws it down low, and they kick it back to Ben DePriest. DePriest sends it over to Montavious Johnson. He missed the shot. Rebound to Day Hall, and he drives to the three-point lane to Brock, down to Boo Wilkerson. He puts up the shot and hit it. Oh, big-time shot, Boo Wilkerson. 18 points for Boo. Timeout taken, Texas High. The Wildcats lead back up to 3 at 58-55 with 1:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Big baskets for the Wildcats by Day Hall and then by Boo Wilkerson. So 58-55, the Wildcats lead with not much time left. We'll be back to tell you how much right after this. 1:55 is left here in the fourth quarter, and the Wildcats leading Texas High 58-55. Wildcats have scored the last 4 points to build that three-point lead. Of course, all Texas High needs is a long ranger here. The three-point shot, and they tie it right up. Matt Arnold across the midline now in the last 1:48 and counting. Arnold dribbling outside against Boo Wilkerson. Justin Brock with a good steal, stepping into the passing lane and hit the layup. Oh, big time play by Justin Brock. 5 points for Brock. Wildcats 60 and Texas High 55. 1:34 left to play. Beautiful play by Brock to step into the passing lane to anticipate that pass and get the steal, go down, let the defense fly by, and then hit that short shot. Wildcats by 5. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. Matt Arnold dribbling outside, working against Boo Wilkerson, a fierce defender. Ball comes over to Ben DePriest, heads in. DePriest puts up a shot, short, no good. Good rebound by Day Hall to Cameron Kahn ahead of the field, and he had it stripped away. Texas High then tried to save it, but they could not. So it'll go to the Wildcats. They did prevent Cameron from either dunking or hitting a layup there by stripping it away, but it'll be back to the Wildcats. 1 minute left in the ball game, and the Wildcats leading 60-55. Day Hall dribbling the ball outside. The Wildcats may just take some time off the clock now. Cameron Kahn over to Day Hall. They've got to watch their passes, and there's a foul. Matt Arnold fouling Day Hall. Neither team has very many fouls at all. That's only 4. Texas High. Nothing will trigger any kind of going to the free throw line kind of stuff. 49.7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats up by 5 at 60-55. We're going to take a break here, and we'll take it with them. And Texas High breaking out of the huddle. The Wildcats still have about 10 seconds if Clark Cipolletta wants to use it. Oh, we just had a young man take a tumble as he was running around out here, but he picked himself up and dashed off. Be careful, kids. They're running on the top of these seats, and kids will do anything dangerous, right? Here's a pass comes in to Grayson McClure as we're in the last 48 seconds, and Dodson just put his hands on the back of Grayson McClure and gave him a nice push there. But again, it's going to mean nothing. It gives them one more foul. They've got 5 now. There are 2 more until they even get into the. And now Arnold just picked up number 6. That's the 3rd foul on Matt Arnold. That is foul number 6. If they foul again, the Wildcats will actually be shooting some foul shots. 44.7 left here in the ball game. The Wildcats are up by 5 points. Ball comes into Cameron Kahn, and they foul him. Caleb Arnold with the foul. That's his first. So Cameron Kahn to the free throw line to try to pad the Wildcats' 5-point lead with 43.3 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Kahn eyes the bucket. Bouncing that basketball. Free throw on the way. Off, no good, but a rebound by Boo Wilkerson. And somebody fouled Boo, and that'll send him to the foul line. Foul was on Zane Dodson, just his second. So Boo Wilkerson, Boo has not shot a foul shot tonight. He's got 18 points, got lots of 3s and 2s. He got that free throw. Wildcats lead goes to 6. Not sure Red Auerbach, the old coach of the Celtics back in the 60s, would light the cigar right now. That used to be his trademark. Now that would get you thrown out of most buildings. Boo Wilkerson hits both free throws. 62-55, 7-point Wildcat lead. Just 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. C.J. Kelly. Here's DePriest to shot. Up and off, no good. The rebound to Justin Brock did a good job of tipping the ball and then getting the rebound, and he got fouled by Ben DePriest. Second by DePriest. I think I would like that stogie right now. I wouldn't do it here. Texas High would throw me in Texarkana prison or something. Justin Brock at the free throw line. Yeah, that was a fine old tradition, boy, lighting that stogie when Boston had it wrapped up. I don't know that he ever did it too soon. Free throw was good by Brock. 6-point lead. And the Wildcats up by 8. This one's in the win column. There's a missed free throw. And 24 seconds left to go. The Wildcats up by 8. And here's Montarius Johnson driving in. Let the traffic go by. Shot was blocked by Day Hall to Cameron Kahn, and they'll just let the clock roll. No, they're going to foul Cameron Kahn. That was a foul on Dodson. Dodson says, hey, I'm going down flaming. I'm going to give my team every chance to figure out a way to win this. Wildcats 63, Texas High 55. Somebody will look at that and go, oh, what a nice, comfortable win for the Wildcats. Oh, ho, ho. This thing was a nail biter just a moment ago. The Wildcats have made a lot of points down the stretch. And Cameron's free throw, no good. Lately, he's been 1 out of 3. He'll get another. Chance to take it up to a 9-point lead. 11.8 seconds, all that's left here as Texas High crowd filing out of there. Kahn made the free throw. He's got 6 points. And here comes Texas High down by 9 in the dying seconds. Montavious Johnson. Dodson will shoot the 3. It's off, no good. Rebound Cameron Kahn will be the last stat in this ball game as a rebound. And the Wildcats win 64-55. I'm not sure, since Texas High took that lead at 55-54, that they may not have scored another point in the game. I think I recall that correctly. But in the quarter, a 12-point quarter for Texas High, and for the Wildcats, they scored 19. So Wildcats win this one 64-55. Texas High 11-12 for the season. They go 1-2 in district play. The Wildcats, their 20th win of the season. They're 20-7. I'll ask Clark Cipoletta about that, and he said, that's nice, but we have much more plans than to have a 20-win season. I would hope so. It would be a dire, terrible setback if that happens. But they're 20-7. They're 2-1 in district play since the loss over in Greenville, and I was beginning to think Doug and I on the road some kind of a jinx, but we broke that as we picked up the win here. It wasn't easy, but we found a way. And all those other coaching cliches. Wildcats win 64-55. We will add up the scoring for you and tell you who scored what. Right after we take this break here, the Wildcats beat Texas High on the road in Texarkana, 64-55. We'll be back in a moment. Well, the book adds up, and that always makes my heart soar like the hawk. And let's give you Texas High scoring first, as they had 2 players in double figures. Their wonderful senior, Cedric C.J. Kelly, had a big ball game. He hit a couple of threes tonight and scored 20 points. So he did all he could do to help Texas High win this one. Ben DePriest was the other double point scorer for Texas High. He ended up with 10. They had Caleb Arnold had 9 points. And after that, 6 points for Zane Dodson, 5 points for Matt Arnold, 3 points for Montarius Johnson, and 2 for Justin J.T. Turner. So 55 for Texas High. Again, 16, 13, 14, and 12. So we'll have to see what Clark Ciboletta thinks about all of that. About a 14-point per quarter score, just a tad under that, but all in all, not bad and good enough to get the win. The Wildcats put 64 on the board. They had 3 double-figure scores. They were led by Boo Wilkerson, who had one of the finest games we've seen him have in a long time. He works so hard on defense, but he was nailing the threes tonight. And Boo had 4 threes, 20 points. And he was big in the fourth quarter as he came up with 6 big ones. So Boo Wilkerson, 20 points to lead the Wildcats. 16 for senior Sadadrian Day Hall. He had a couple of threes. Really good ball game. Grayson McClure, he can't shoot the 3, can he? He had 4 more tonight for 12 points. So I think if he steps inside that arc, something happens. But as long as he's outside the arc, he is awfully deadly. 12 points for Grayson McClure. Other than that, 6 points for Justin Brock. And he had some key moments in this game. Hit a 3 right before half that gave the Wildcats a 5-point lead, and then had a brilliant steal and went down and let the defense fly by and hit the short jump shot. He and Day had big baskets after the Wildcats trailed by 1 that kind of got them jump-started when I believe they scored about the last 10 points of the ball game. So 6 for Justin Brock, 6 also for Cameron Kahn, and 4 points for Lamadrick Johnson, LJ. And he was kind of strapped with some foul trouble, but did play quite a bit in that second half and only ended up with 3 fouls. So Lamadrick with 4. So that's it for the Wildcats. Next up now, road warrior time for both the Lady Cats and Wildcats. Their next 2 games will be on the road next week. It'll be an all-road week for the Wildcats and Lady Cats, and it'll start with Royce City on Tuesday night, and then we'll end up in Lindale on Friday night. So big week on the road for the Wildcats and the Lady Cats. But again, in case you tuned in late, the Lady Cats lose a heartbreaker tonight, 43-42. Their last shot just would not go in right at the buzzer, and Texas High survived even in their own gym here. But then the Wildcats win on the score of 64-55, scoring a lot of points late to pull this one out. James Terry, again, doing our work back at the station. We appreciate him. Also, Doug Haston doing the engineering tonight and the video. So catch this at some point. It will be both of these games will be up on YouTube. A chance to actually see them live. We apologize for no live stream, but something is wrong. Something is amiss in this gym, and I don't know what it is. It worked fine in Greenville. That's all I'm going to say. But we had trouble over here tonight. I'm Don Julian with your play-by-play. Once again, our final score here from the Tigers Gym at Texas High in Texarkana. The Wildcats of Sulphur Springs 64 and the Texas High Tigers 55. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and so long, everybody.
Thank you, Don. You've been listening to Wildcats basketball on KSST 1230 AM, Sulphur Springs, Texas. We'll go back to programming after this message from UIL.